Have you ever dreamed of escaping to a tropical island, exploring ancient cities, or trekking through the Swiss Alps, but then looked at your bank account and thought, maybe next year? What if we told you that your dream vacation is more achievable than you think, and that it doesn't have to cost a fortune? In this video, we'll show you how to budget, save, and snag the best deals to turn that far-off dream into a reality without draining your savings. Ready to make your travel dreams come true? The power of planning. Set your vacation goals. The best vacations don't happen by accident. They're the result of clear goals and thoughtful planning. Before you jump into booking flights or hunting for hotels, take a step back to set your vacation priorities. This is where you decide whether you're going for adventure, relaxation, cultural immersion, or maybe a little of everything. For example, flights to Europe have dropped by around 12%, making it a great time to explore cities like Barcelona or Paris. However, destinations like Southeast Asia, Thailand, Bali are seeing 5% to 10% increases in demand, which can affect prices. Use tools like Skyscanner or Kayak to monitor price trends and find the most cost-effective time to travel. But remember, planning isn't just about cheap flights. It's also about ensuring your destination fits your interests and budget. Once you've chosen your dream destination, start setting specific goals. What's your budget for flights, accommodation, and daily expenses? Consider everything from airfare to entry fees for attractions. And don't forget about transportation once you arrive. How much should you save? Let's crunch the numbers. Creating a solid budget is key to any vacation, and travel costs in 2024 have shifted slightly due to post-pandemic patterns. For example, a round-trip flight from New York to Paris now averages around $550, which is a 10% decrease from last year. However, flights to far-off destinations like Bali or Thailand still range from $600 to $900, depending on the season. When it comes to accommodation, mid-range hotels or resorts will cost you around $150 to $250 per night. Budget travelers can opt for Airbnb or hostels, which start at $50 per night in most cities. For food, a frugal traveler can get by with $25 to $35 per day, especially by sticking to street food or local markets. Local transportation is another expense. Renting a car will set you back $30 to $60 per day, or you can rely on public transport for a more affordable option. A 7-day trip to Europe, including flights, accommodation, meals, and attractions, typically costs between $2,500 and $3,000 per person. With some flexibility and smart planning, you can reduce costs and still enjoy an unforgettable experience. Break it down. Create a realistic budget. Once you have a general idea of the costs, it's time to break your budget into manageable chunks. Creating a detailed budget will keep you on track and avoid those "oops, I went over budget" moments. Start by breaking your budget into key categories: airfare, accommodation, food, transportation, and entertainment. Once you've assigned a rough estimate to each category, you can begin to monitor your actual spending. Use budgeting apps like Mint, or You Need a Budget to keep track of your progress and see where you might need to cut back. It's also wise to set aside a portion of your budget for unexpected expenses, at least 10% more than you initially calculated, just in case. Don't forget about small but crucial expenses like souvenirs, tips, travel insurance, and visa fees. These costs can easily sneak up on you, so plan for them in advance. Creating a buffer for those surprise expenses means you can enjoy your vacation without the stress of financial hiccups. And remember, sticking to your budget isn't about deprivation. It's about making smarter choices that maximize your experience while keeping your wallet happy. Finding deals and discounts. Your secret weapon. Finding travel deals is an art, but with the right strategies, you can save big on your dream vacation. Flight prices are more competitive thanks to budget airlines and direct routes. Use tools like Google Flights and Skyscanner to compare prices and find the best times to book, typically between January and March for Europe, while summer months spike in price. Sign up for fare alerts from sites like Scott's Cheap Flights or Airfare Watchdog to catch discounts you wouldn't otherwise see. For accommodation, apps like Hotel Tonight offer last-minute discounts, while Airbnb or VRBO often have cheaper, more unique options, especially in off-peak seasons. Don't forget cashback sites like Rakuten, which offer up to 10% back on bookings. The key is to start early, stay flexible, and track deals as they pop up. How to save for your dream trip. Strategies that actually work. Saving for a vacation doesn't have to be painful. One simple method is setting up an automatic transfer to a vacation savings account. Just $50 a week adds up to over $2,500 in a year. You can also boost your travel fund by using credit cards that earn points or miles for every purchase. Cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Capital One Venture Rewards help you rack up rewards for flights and hotels. Cutting back on non-essential spending is another effective strategy. A NerdWallet survey found that 60% of people who canceled unnecessary expenses saved at least $500 for travel in 6 months. Finally, decluttering your home and selling unused items on sites like eBay or Facebook Marketplace can also add to your travel fund. Small sacrifices now mean a bigger, more affordable vacation later. The importance of travel insurance. Better safe than sorry. Travel insurance may seem like an unnecessary expense, but it's one of the best ways to protect yourself from the unexpected. With flight cancellations up by 20% compared to 2019, and the risk of medical emergencies or lost baggage, insurance provides crucial peace of mind. A comprehensive policy typically costs 4 to 10% of your total trip cost, around $120 to $300 for a $3,000 vacation. It can cover trip cancellations, medical emergencies, flight delays, lost luggage, and even emergency evacuations. Some credit cards offer limited travel insurance, but be sure to read the fine print. Travel insurance is particularly important for international trips where healthcare costs can be high. An ER visit in the US can easily exceed $1,000. Don't skimp on insurance. It's an investment in your peace of mind. How to cut costs while traveling without compromising the experience. Cutting costs while traveling doesn't mean sacrificing fun. In fact, some of the best experiences are the simplest ones. Start by eating like a local. Street food in places like Thailand, Mexico, and Vietnam is delicious and affordable, often costing just $3 to $7 per meal. Skip tourist traps and head to local markets or small restaurants for authentic dishes at lower prices. Take advantage of free or low-cost attractions like parks, public beaches, or museums. Cities like Paris and Berlin offer free museum entry on the first Sunday of the month. Public transportation is another great way to save. Metro tickets typically range from $2 to $4, and many cities offer discounted travel passes. With a little planning, you can cut costs while still enjoying the highlights of your trip. Early bookings versus last-minute deals. When it comes to booking flights and accommodations, this year offers a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, booking early typically guarantees you the best prices, especially for popular destinations. For example, flights to Europe tend to be cheapest when booked at least 6 months in advance, with average savings of up to 20%. Hotels also offer discounts for early bookings, as they want to fill up rooms in advance. However, if you're more flexible and adventurous, last-minute deals can also offer significant savings. Apps like Hotel Tonight or Skyscanner allow you to find discounted rooms or flights within days of departure. It's a gamble though. Prices could drop, or they could skyrocket depending on demand. For example, last-minute deals for off-season destinations, like the Caribbean in the fall or Europe in the winter, can often be 50% cheaper than booking months in advance. Ultimately, the key is flexibility. If you have a set destination and are looking to save, book early. But if you're more spontaneous, last-minute deals might work in your favor. Currency conversion and international travel. Navigating foreign fees. Currency exchange fees are often an overlooked travel expense. Many travelers face high costs when converting dollars into foreign currencies, especially if their credit cards charge foreign transaction fees, 1 to 3%. To avoid this, use a travel credit card that waives these fees, like Chase Sapphire Preferred or Capital One Venture Rewards. Apps like Revolut or Wise also offer favorable exchange rates without high fees. When withdrawing cash from ATMs abroad, check if your bank has international partnerships to avoid extra charges. Also, always choose to pay in the local currency instead of your home currency for a better exchange rate. That's all for today's video. If you found these travel tips helpful and want to learn more about how to make the most of your trips without breaking the bank, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more travel hacks and destination videos coming your way, so stay tuned. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next one.